Hi everyone, this is Ron at SceneGrinder, and this is part 2 in the How to Build a Scene series. During this part, we're going to talk about adding 3D models to your scenes. So what we've got here is that 2D map that we uploaded in the first video. So let me go ahead and drop a 3D house on the scene. Alright, so we've got two villages, and I'm going to put a house in the north village up here. And there you go. I'm going to zoom into this part. Alright, so as you can see, we've got the house. It's kind of odd because the chimney to the house is facing the path instead of the door like you'd expect. So what I'm going to do is if you hold down the shift key, then you can rotate the model. And I'm just going to go ahead and spin it around so that the door is now facing the path. And if you just click on the model, you can move it around. So you can move it one way with the red arrow, another way with the blue arrow, and you can even move it up and down with the yellow arrow. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it back on the ground again. And so now the door is facing the path and it's a little bit off the path. So now I'm going to go ahead and make myself a couple copies of this. So just select the model, do Control C, and paste your copies down. And then the last thing that you can do, well, one of the last things you can do to models is change their size. So you've got a couple options here. You can hold down the Alt key, and then you can get three options. The center one increases the height, the blue one increases the length, and the red one increases the width. And so you can play around with those however you want to. Now, if you just want to make the object itself larger, you can do Control Alt, and we'll take this house. And it gives you a single square option. So you can see with this option, it's doing the size change is affecting the entire house. So that's kind of the basics for how to do models. Again, you can shift click and rotate models. By the way, you can also rotate them on their sides as well if you want to. Then you can do a single click and move models around. You can do an alt click and change the height, the length, or the width. Or you can do a Control Alt click and increase or decrease the entire size of the model. So let me go ahead and pause the video for just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and throw a few more models on the scene. Okay, so as you can see, I decided to make the second village an orc village instead of a human village. And I've added a whole bunch of dead trees around the orc village and then living trees everywhere else on the map. There's some bushes over here by the lake. If I zoom in on the lake, there's also a little rowboat over there. If I come back over here to the human village, you can see you've got some bales of hay in a wagon, you've got some chopped wood over here, and you got a nice new shiny tower. So anyway, that's a quick overview of what you can do with 3D models in SceneGrinder. And in the next video, we'll talk about how you can deform the terrain and create hills and valleys and lakes and rivers and things like that. And that's it for this video. So thanks everybody and happy gaming. Bye.